Yo, what's good, YouTube? Minnie here, bringing you guys on Let's Play, and we are doing Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls. This is the remastered, but this is one of my favorite games of all time. There is no music right now, which I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. So hopefully there's music when I hit new game. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. My headphones was weird. There's the music. Just for recording purposes, we'll go brightness all the way. Everything else should be fine. Sure, I'm sure that's fine. Oh yeah, does you do the recreation before the cutscene? I guess so. Actually, the music is kind of loud. Might have to fix that in a minute. But oh god, enter name. Do I go back to the lowercase? I am now. We'll go Mini Ink. So, this is what I'm thinking about class-wise. I think we're going to start with Knight. Or do I want to go with Warrior? The Knight has more HP. The weapon I'm thinking about using is gonna be in the like halberd class, a halberd, scythe, or something like that. I want to kind of do that. That is what I'm thinking of. We're not gonna do spells. We did spell last time, so I wonder which one do I wanna do. I don't need the fave. I'd rather take the warrior, get the higher stuff. We're gonna go to the old witch ring because of what we want for lore. Oh my god. This one is also pretty funny. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Hair. Wow. Let's do a ponytail. And we'll go with dark brown. I think everything else is fine. Yeah, this one doesn't give you as much character creation, but the cutscene.
In the age of
the ancients. Oh, I love this cutscene.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags.
I feel like the story of Dark Souls 1 is my favorite. I mean, it's the one that starts off the whole Dark Souls series, so it's also the one I know the most.
And with fire,
I dived deep into the lore of this when I was younger.
heat and cold.
It's been so long since I've seen this cutscene.
And death. And of course, light
And dark.
and dark.
The first flame. Oh, the music is so nice.
Then from the dark, they came
Who?
and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yes. Here they come. Nito.
Nito, the first of the dead.
Mm-hmm. Look at him. I love his design. The witch.
Of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the lord of
Sunlight. Look at him.
and his faithful knights.
Oh, yeah.
And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
That will come into later. Ooh-ha.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons.
Oh, look at how cool it is.
Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone scales.
I love the concept of it. Like this, the stone scales
To great
keep him alive, make him immortal.
Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scales betrayed his own Dragons were no more.
Oh. I have not played this game in years, so like this nostalgia is coming in right now.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
Dun, dun, dun.
But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
Ooh.
Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights.
I never noticed that the Firekeeper looks so much like what the Firekeeper for the third game looks like. It's so cool.
Carriers of the accursed
Dark sign. Nice. Yeah. What a great opening. Like I said, I think the lore of Dark Souls 1 is my favorite of all of them. It's also like like I said, is the one that I dive the deepest into.
Yes,
like
indeed.
I spent hours and hours of like learning the lore.
The undead.
We'll see how much I remember it, because I will talk about it, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but look at him, that's me.
The undead are corralled and led to the north.
And all the way in the corner, or all the way at the end of the hallway.
To await the end of the world.
Bum, bum, bum. You find me.
This is your fate.
My fate. Look at that rat. Like a little mohawk on it. What's that? Who's coming? Oh, I do not look good. A friend. Bye, friend. He dropped off something nice. All right. Northern Undead Asylum. Dungeon key. Before we get too far. There we go. Make sure we can roll. Alright, let's see if I remember the controls. Camera. That's all the same. Okay. And we have a nice broken sword right now. And you see, I love that he's here. You can see him from the start. And Demon. Strong attack, light attack, all looks the same. Feels pretty good. There's the backstab. Okay. Alright, let's see. And then you can jump still. Yep. I don't remember you sitting here. Alright. So, Dark Souls 1 is the one that, of course, I played first and a lot of people played first because this was not PlayStation exclusive like Demon Souls was. So this is the one that made Dark Souls into what it is. Make sure I'm still recording. I am. Alright, I'm still early on that if anything happens, we'll be good. So, one thing to think about when you come in here, or one thing you can notice, if you look up, hey, there's a friend up there. Well, not really a friend. So that door opens, he comes down. So, yeah, we could do 2 damage, or we could roll through. So if you defeat him, you get his hammer. That is the Asylum Demon. But we are going to keep moving forward. Because we don't even have a real weapon yet. He came... The biggest thing to think about is he came from the roof. Just for like lore wise, cool to think about. He came from the roof. And now we have an archer that we are gonna grab. Get rid of that. We got a shield. But the buttons all gonna be the same. Block, parry, all the fun. But we can chase this guy down. And pick up our longsword. I gotta get used to that. It's the second button. So now we got a weapon, actually. Now we can fight. Nice and easy. Oh. And yep, we got the fog still, just like Demon Souls. And now we are up above where we started. So yeah. And if we look here, oh, our buddy. How did he get in there? Because this is nothing here on this side. And then this is broken. When we get in there, I'll show you what people realize is how he got in there. But first, whoop. Got a boulder attack. Take out this guy. And we come back down. Oh. And I believe his name is... Let me see if I can guess his name, if I remember correctly. It's Oster. I think it's Oscar. And if you look up, there is a big hole in the ground, or in the roof. So what it looks like is he was fighting the demon up top, and it looks like he got knocked down.
Oh, you're no hollow.
My
Goodness.
I look pretty hollow to me.
I'm afraid I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Look at my shield that's floating on my back. Yes, we'll hear you out. You helped me.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know." Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask.
Uh-huh.
An undead favorite.
Estus Flask. So, this is the game that introduced Estus Flask compared to Demon Soul had the moonlight. The grass.
Bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
He didn't say his name.
Now I would hate...
But I think he's Oscar. So, Oscar said a few important things. The legend goes an undead will venture from the undead asylum, where we are, and ring the bell of awakening. And that's his family is like saying, and he's now passed that down to us. You could kill him here and get a bunch of souls, but we're going to leave him because he's a nice guy. So, come here, open that up, just in case we need it for anything. And he's gone just by us leaving. But he's not fully gone. We'll see him again later, unfortunately. But we're going to use the key he gave us. If you are a spellcaster, you will get your spellcasting wand Pyromancy Flame right here. Nice little trap. So, funny enough, when I first started playing this game, this guy gave me all the trouble. But we're going to just backstab him in it. I used to struggle with that guy sometimes. Because you post to. He's a little bit stronger than the other one. But it's a good parrying practice. So you can parry, block, strong attack, light attack, all the fun. So now we are going to fight the demon. What we're going to do is, while falling, one plunging attack. You do not have to do this, but if you do, it makes this fight a lot easier. Like that. The plunge right in his head. See if we can kill him without getting hit. Right in the butt. All right, all right. I thought that was going to hit me for sure, but no hit. So far, our no-hit run is perfect. We aren't going to do a no-hit run. Let's be honest. But you can hear the footsteps. There is still one underneath you. So now we can go back to that bonfire, or with the big pilgrim key. So we got the open dungeon, second floor, open inner door of the Ark's main hall. Can I also target display? Key, but this chosen undead know not what pilgrim has in store. Big can belong to the chosen undead pilgrim. So we are now the chosen one because we have the key. So tutorial wise, pretty easy. I feel like this is gonna go two ways. Because we've been playing so many Dark Souls and Soul likes, this could go pretty easy because I feel like I remember the difficulty is not terrible in the first half. The second half it does turn up a little bit, but we'll keep eye on that. But next thing we do, one second, guys. I'll let you guys watch this.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
All right. And now we made it to Firelink Shrine, the original Firelink Shrine. And we can level up right off the back. I'm going to get our... I don't know what we need for stats-wise. Shoot. Let's just go with health to get to 14. Nothing beats health right now. So, that Raven... brought us down here. You can see him up there still. A lot of people realize that the Raven Queen, which we talk a little bit more, but we don't get too much about her. But that's the servant of the Raven Queen. But this is Firelink Shrine, the original Firelink Shrine. And no matter how many messages you see, there is nothing in the well. But we did pick up humanity, which humanity is the embers, human effigies, rare tiny black spirit from one corpse. You gain one humanity and restore a large amount of HP. A black spirit is called humanity. A little known about this true nature, but is soul of the source of all life. Then what this turns, the humanity will hold within ourselves. So that's what makes us human. We have to have the humanity, and then you can go do a fire and reverse hollowing. So that was how we become whole, but we aren't going to do that yet, just to be safe. Nothing changes besides you can get invaded and help others. So, not anything major. But we get a common NPC here.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
New arrival?
Yes, fate of the undead, right?
Sure.
You're
Not the
There's
first.
no salvation here.
So maybe I'm not the chosen one.
You've done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually two bells
Oh.
awakening. One's up above in the undead church,
That way.
The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight.
Ah, Blighttown, everyone's favorite.
And something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead.
So, he gave us a little bit of information that Oscar could not. Oscar just said didn't know that there was 2 bells. So, there was 2 bells of awakening. One up above and one below. And you were able to hear it earlier. I don't know. I think I just heard it again. But if you listen, now and then you hear a bell. And what that means is someone, another player in the world, rung the bell. That's all it means. It's kind of cool that you can hear when another person finish the story or part of the story. But this is the Crestfallen Knight.
Ah, your face. I don't know. Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
So the Crestfallen Knight, we seen him.
What? Restoring your...
Oh, yeah, he's gonna tell us about that.
Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity.
So,
Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
so that's a little bit more information. Oh, okay, I do need to turn off a town. Where do I find settings? Button options. Music is a little loud. Let's go with that. That can all stay, but music can go down a little bit. So there's a few ways to get humanity. It's finding it like that, or invading and taking it from someone, or when you are summoned into a world and defeat a boss with someone, you get humanity. But this is a Crestfallen Knight. We saw one in Demon Souls. There was the in Dark Souls 3. It was the Hawkins or Hawkeye, whatever his name was. And then in Dark Souls 2, it was the guy that was by the dead. How many times you die in the world?
What are you? Don't try anything.
So he's just here because he gives you a bunch of negativity, like this is the worst place ever, blah blah blah, all that fun. Down here we get our Firekeeper. No response. She cannot talk. So the Firekeepers have the tongues cut out, so she cannot talk. Down here is another path somewhere else that we will look at later. We have all that, all the fun there. The reason I didn't want to go humanity is because we're gonna head into this this area in a minute. Do a few things. So, oh, we last NPC though. Everyone's favorite NPC.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland.
Petrus.
Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
What a nice and friendly cleric.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this. No, go ahead.
So he's gonna give us a copper coin.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here
Oh,
anyway.
you hear the bell?
What if I were to teach
That's
you
it.
some miracles?
So yeah, he's gonna
That
teach you
please
miracles.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Covenant with the gods. You do not have to join it to get the trophy. We are not gonna join it.
It's a shame. Speak to me.
Just to get that. If you want it, he'll give you some more dialogue and you can buy some stuff from him. Actually, we are gonna join it. Just to join it and to get
Now, only
we can buy items, you buy miracles. We're already in his covenant. He has talismans, a jester, and you can talk to him some more.
my companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
So he's talking about his companions that are not here yet.
An undead mission? Regrettably, but you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
Yeah, he wants 700 souls to tell you his mission. His mission is kindling. We don't have 700 souls to give him, but... Well, there's more bells. A lot of people are on. So we're going to come this way first. Grab this. Come down here. And this is a shortcut for later, but if you jump down, we find some chests. So this is a lot of different theories with these chests. So these are behind him, which have crack right ores, which is how you invade people. And then a Morningstar and Talisman. So you don't have to buy one from them. You can get one from here for free. And then Homer Bones. Homer Bones are the most important thing here. We'll go ahead and throw those on. Those will take us back to a bonfire. And then you also get Lloyd's Talisman, which is also funny because those, like we see in Dogs for Free, will stop people from healing. So next thing we're going to do is go through the graveyard here. We aren't going to be able to kill anyone, but we're going to grab some items. We're going to focus on the items first, and then I'm going to show you guys something just because it's what I always did when I played this game. Even though this is not the build we are going to do, but if you will go down here for something in a minute. We're going to come over here, grab this, which is a Z-Hound, which is one of the best weapons in the game. It's a great sword that is light. Binoculars. And see if we can live. Ooh, look at us go so far. I'm impressed. There's one more item up here. We get the Winged Spear. Oh, there's two more items. We go this way. Grab that. And that's all of them. That's all the items here. But now we're going to go this way. And we are going to attempt something. Just because I like to do it. This is something I always did when I first started the game. Was come this way. There is a secret covenant that I want to try to join. We're going to just top ourselves off. Because if we die, we'll go back to the bonfire and get 10. So certain bonfire give you different things as well. Which I'll explain next in a minute. Because this is going to just be a little bit of focus. So you got all these skeletons down here that are stronger than me. And could kill you. But we are going to focus on doing some iframes to keep us safe. If you come here, push that in. That guy can't hear you. Hit you. We're going to leave that bonfire because we don't want to spawn back here. So we'll go here. Top off. The control's a little clunky, I feel, running-wise. But maybe we'll get used to it. So from here, you want to go... Shit, which way was it? We're going to go this way. This is not the way we want to go. But we're going to try to get... We want to go down there. Ooh, this is bad. Oh! Am I going to live? Oh, I landed where I wanted. We're going to try to get to that platform. It's hard because of the skeletons, but we'll try one more time. That is technically our first death in the game, but it's okay. So this chest, also just too quick, if you lose an important item, it will spawn in this chest. So let's say you drop like an important key that is for the game, to beat the game. It will spawn there. So you won't actually lose it. There's an item here. Yeah, this now we're just playing with how much do I remember, which is kind of fun. All right, we'll try again. So these skeletons you can technically kill. The ones down there will keep spawning because the necromancers, which is the guy shooting fire at us on the necromancers. But we'll go back here. We made it pretty good so far. Some people can do this like just right away. I always have to look. I don't remember fully where it is. I don't feel confident in trying to make a jump without knowing where it is. But we'll be good. We'll go this way. You see how we have 10 flasks? So any bonfire that has been kindled, or have a firekeeper will give you 10 flasks. Any bonfire that has no firekeeper will only give you oh, yes, I lived. Ooh. We'll give you 5. We're going to top off. All right, so now in here, we go this way. And there's going to be a really big enemy that you do not want to fight. You see, we can kind of see his outline. But there he is. That is the Titanite demon. Really cool. Don't have to do anything with him. I forget the item behind him. Some people like to grab the item. I think it's a soul, a big soul. But I don't remember. But we aren't going to worry about it. Because what we really want to do is just sit here. And then sooner or later... Is the trigger actually him? I think the trigger might be him. Alright, I think you need him to move. Now that he's moving, I think that is going to trigger it. He can't hit you in here, so you'll be fine. But I think he is the trigger. If I remember, it's like that, or you just have to sit in here a long time. But I think it's this is the trigger. Because I always remember laughing at the fact that it looks like he can stab you. Like, it goes right through you here. So you could go grab that item now. But we're going to wait. Do I grab the item? Let's grab the item. You might need these items, actually. Oh, yeah, you do need those items. You need the Eyes of the Dead. That's right. That is what the trigger is. Having Eyes of the Dead in your inventory. So, that's what you need. Now it's coming back to me. But now that you have Eyes of the Dead, sooner or later, come on. He can't go anywhere. That's the farthest he can go. It should work. Unless it's different in the remastered. But in the original... Oh, there we go. This takes forever. So we're just taking a nap. And then... We're just sitting here nicely and a skeleton closes us in. And now you are down in the catacombs. That we are going to meet someone very special. Tomb of the Giants. A very late game area. But if we see here, we see Nito. And we can join his covenant. The Grave Lord Covenant. Or Grave Lord Servant. And we get his sword. Which is a very strong weapon. Yeah, it's a very strong weapon. This is technically his boss room too. So we'll come back here later. But you want the Home of Bones to get out of here. And the reason we did not rest at that other, or light the other bonfire, is this will take us right here. So that's the main thing. Like I said, the main thing we wanted was so we get a miracle, Grave Lord Sword Dance, and important we Lord Sword. Is a curved great sword wielded only by the servants of Grey Lord Nito, the first of the dead, crafted by the bones of the fallen. This miasma of death retreats from the sword and toxin to any living being. So, if you look, it requires 24 strength and 13 dex. But, just like any other game, if you had enough, I don't have enough. If you have enough steps to dual wheel, two-hand it, you need only half this requirement. So yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to do at the start of this game. I think that's everything I want to do. There's the bird again. I don't think there's anything up here. Oh, there is one thing. But that's Firelink. Yeah, it's a little bit of a slower tutorial. Oh, there should be one more thing here, actually. In here. I believe there should be fire bombs? Yeah! 6 fire bombs. We could continue. But we are already 37 minutes in, and it's quite a bit to get to the next area. So I think it's going to be a slower first episode, but that's okay. We're going to call today's episode here, but this is the start of the Let's Play. We got that we talked about. Got a few cool little nick and trannies. So I always, when I play strength builds, my in this game, which is why actually I should talk about this. First time I played this game, I was playing with my buddy, and he knew about so he wanted me to go grab it. So I had like a coach the first time I played this game. He beat the game once already, so he was like, "Oh, you got to go do this." So and did that, and I ran with the needle sword for the first little bit of the game. But a lot of people do that one to get the Covenant. That is the only way to get to the Covenant. Is that, but also it gives you a really cool sword. So we're going to call today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one.